Welcome back. We have Debbie Wamock with us from Kindness Inc. And we want to talk a little bit about what you guys do. And
Yes.
always ask if we're going to talk about an event that you've got coming up or just maybe general information. You want to talk generally today?
Just generally today,
Okay.
yeah.
You want to tell people in a nutshell about Kindness Inc. and what
Sure.
they do?
Well, we started in 1997 right here in Mountain Home. We're a homegrown nonprofit, and we provide transportation for elderly and disabled adults in Baxter and Marion County. And the transportation is provided by our volunteers. They do all of it. They pick the client up at their home, take them to whatever appointment they might have, and then take them back home. And it can be a medical appointment. It could be, for us ladies, the hairdresser occasionally. You have to go shopping every once in a while for food and household goods and things like that. So that's what we help them with.
So how does that work? They call you and say, this is what I want to do for the week. Can you help me?
Yes, they
Okay.
call and give us their appointments. We do ask that they call us at least a week ahead of time. The more notice they can give us, the better.
Yeah.
We do have some regular clients that every other week we know they need to go shopping. So we'll automatically put those appointments in. They
So how does
call.
that work? You go shopping with them or
Sometimes they do. Sometimes you can
it's
drop
an
them off.
excuse to go shopping?
Yeah. It depends on what their need is.
Yeah.
You know, if they're.
So you drop them off for a while and then come back? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Or some of them, have to be in a cart when they're shopping. They
Oh,
can't
okay.
walk through. They can
So you
walk
help 'em with
into the store, but they can't walk through it.
Yeah.
So they use the cart, and our volunteer will help them
Okay.
with whatever they need.
And this is basically just helping with appointments.
Yes.
It doesn't go any further than that, or is there some things that you kind of, skirt the edges and help them with?
If it's an emergency and we have a volunteer available, we'll help them with a medical appointment. If they can give us a little bit of notice.
Yeah.
But for the shopping and, going to the hairdresser, even the doctor's office, 9 times out of 10, you're going to know at least a week
Yeah.
to 2 weeks ahead of
So
time.
it's not an emergency, I can
No.
call now and come get me, or?
No.
Yeah.
We don't have the volunteers available
Yeah.
to do that. I would like to, but we don't.
Yeah.
How many volunteers do you have?
The drivers, I looked it up before I came here, so I know that. The drivers, we used 55 last year.
Okay.
Now, that's kind of deceiving because they like to go on vacation when they want to go on vacation. So we had that many all through the year,
Oh,
not at one time.
not at one time.
Yeah.
And how many clients did you service last year?
We served 280 something, I can't remember exactly. It was almost 300 clients. And some of them can be, like I said earlier, a repeat. Every 2 weeks we'll take them grocery shopping. Or they can be a one-time thing or a temporary thing. Like if someone lives alone and they have knee surgery, they can't drive, but yet they need to go back to the doctor's office. They have therapy and things like that. So we can help them on a temporary basis.
Okay.
I know several years ago, you had some carpenters, I think, that would work and help do wheelchair ramps or
Yes.
something like that. Is that still a service?
We
that
have
you can-
one gentleman that does that, and he actually installed 23 wheelchair ramps last year. And they're custom built to what the client needs. He goes out, checks it out, sees what's needed, gets the materials, and then builds it. And for those services, we do ask for reimbursement for the material. The labor is free.
Labor is free.
And then we have a couple of gentlemen that'll help with grab bars and handrails and things like that.
Yeah. Well, you've got, actually, I don't know if you call this a promotion, but I think you're trying to reach out for
A campaign.
support, a campaign for needs.
Yes.
And what are your needs?
Our monetary needs is administration costs. That's the only cost that we have is our office. We have 2 employees. Myself and our volunteer coordinator, we keep up with all the records of our clients, of
Yeah.
our volunteers, where they go, when they go. We keep up with the mileage of what our volunteers do. You know, there's
Do
a
you have to-
lot.
Do you have to report your, any
Not-
activities with your client to the government or the state? Or
No,
Okay.
no, we receive no funds
So you're
from
not-
the
you're not
government.
grant-based or anything?
No,
Okay. So
we're
it's all,
not.
all strictly donated.
Donation only.
And you want to talk about this, be one of our 1,000, is that correct?
Yeah, that's a number I just kind of picked out. It's a nice round number, you know.
Sure.
And it takes about $7,000 a month, $6,000 to $7,000 a month to run the office for everything that we do. And if we had 700 to 1,000 people donate $10 a month, our services would be covered. We wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Now, we do have some, you know, that donate regularly every month, and they have for many years, but it's just, we need a little bit more.
Yeah,
We need the
yeah.
public's help.
Yeah.
And it's tax deductible, the
Yes, it
donations,
is.
correct?
We're a 501c3 and a public charity, so it is a tax deduction
Yeah,
for you.
those 501c3s aren't easy to get. So, I mean, you have to jump through a few hoops to make sure that you're a benefit to the community and you're really
Right.
serving the community.
Yes. Luckily, it was already in place when I started, so I didn't have to go through that. But you do have to keep things updated
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
it. And we do that, of course, through the internet now. Everything's online. But we can turn in our hours with the city, you know, volunteer of the year. The city turns that in some way. And so it does count
Yeah.
for different things.
Now, do you still have the purple door?
No, that's
Okay, tell us about that.
Serenity. That's
Serenity.
Serenity.
Okay. All right.
We're kindness. We don't have a thrift shop.
Well, I was thinking that one of your income streams comes from that, which Serenity does, and I got that wrong. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
But you need one. You need some extra income streams.
No, you want to run the thrift shop for us?
You're going to have more volunteers, aren't you?
Yes.
Those guys driving the cars won't be able to sit for very long.
No,
Okay.
I don't think they would do
Well,
that.
let's talk about how people can donate with this $10 a month. You've got a website that people can go to.
Yes, it's our regular website, www.kindnessinc.com, and there's a Donate Now button.
Okay.
It depends on which device you look it up on. It's either at the top of the screen or at the bottom.
Okay.
Don't ask me why. I'm not that computer literate.
Well, it probably depends
But-
on if you're looking at it on your phone, because everything changes when you
Exactly.
get on your phone or a tablet or a screen. big screen,
Exactly.
huge screen.
But once you click the Donate Now button, it's very self-explanatory. Just name, address, your credit or debit card information, and you can set it up to where it will debit it monthly.
I was going to ask that.
Yes,
So they don't have to do that every month.
every single month.
So you
no.
do that through the Donate button.
Yes,
And that's when you donate once, it'll ask you if you want to do that monthly.
yes.
Okay.
There is a drop-down button on there that you click, you know,
Okay.
one-time donation, monthly, yearly,
Okay.
whatever.
So it's out of your hair. Do it once
But
and you're done
do
with
it once and you're set for the year.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You guys supply just such an important service to the community. I hope people will go online and donate because, you know, in cities, there are often transportation resources that we just don't have here
Right.
for people who are in need and need to be able to keep your doors open to keep providing that
Sure.
service.
Yes, we do. And last year, our volunteers drove 49,688 miles. I knew we were going to get close to 50,000 miles. The year before, it was 42,000.
Wow.
What would happen, I'm sure you've thought about this, if this service wasn't available, how would people get around? Would they just rely on their neighbors, or how would it
Rely
work?
on their neighbors, friends, their churches. A lot of people would just quit going to the doctor,
Yeah.
which is what happens a lot of the time. In fact, there's a story on our website of a gentleman who, him and his wife moved here, retired here, enjoyed life for a while, and then a little bit later, the wife passed away. Well, he couldn't drive because of health conditions, and his friends would take him out grocery shopping or to eat every once in a while, but he didn't want to ask for medical appointments. And when family comes in, it's like, oh yeah, I'm fine, don't worry about it.
Sure, yeah.
You know, everything's fine. He went without his blood pressure medicine for a few years.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, a neighbor saw that he was passed out in the yard and got him to the hospital, you know, and he went on to live a few more years. But if we had had kindness at that time, we could have been taking him to the medical appointments.
Yeah, we forget that sometimes.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
and we're as we grow older, our independence from our young days kind of bleeds over into our old age, and we don't want to ask for help.
You
and
don't.
We think that we'll never grow old, we'll never get sick, we'll
You'll
never
always
need
be
anyone.
able to take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And-
And giving up driving is one of the hardest things you can do.
Yeah.
You know, it's your independence. You don't even
Absolutely.
think about it. You want to go somewhere, you grab the keys and goes.
Do you need more drivers?
Always need more drivers.
Okay.
Always. About a third of our clients are in Marion County, and we can always use more drivers from over
Yeah.
there. We only have about 5 in there now.
So you service Baxter and Marion?
Yes, ma'am.
Are those the only 2 counties?
Yes.
That you, okay.
And we stay in the counties. We don't go outside
you
the
don't
counties.
take somebody from Baxter to.
Well, we take them. Yeah, we take them from Marion County to
But they have-
Baxter.
but they live in that.
But they have-
in the
They
counties.
live over there.
Okay.
But we don't take them like to Little Rock or Springfield
Okay.
or long distance like that.
So if somebody is interested in volunteering, how do they get in touch with you?
They can stop by the office at 942 Coley Drive or give us a call at 425-6475.
Debbie, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm
We
always
appreciate it.
glad to come on and talk about
All right.
kindness.
Kindness
Oh,
Inc. Yeah, what do
And
you
I
want to
have to, I just have to give a little shout out to somebody that is watching that Debbie told me before the show would be watching. Hello, JT.
And she's
Okay.
a good volunteer for us right
She
now.
volunteers and she always watches the show.
Yes.
That's what Debbie said. So
One of our loyal
yes,
viewers.
Yes.
yes. Well, one of my loyal
Hi, JT.
viewers. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she
Well,
even
I'm
knows
trying
who
to get
you
on
are.
her good side.
but-
Leave me alone. I'm connecting with JT right now. All right.
Hope everybody volunteers and goes and
Yeah. Go on the
Donates for
website
you,
right
yes.
now. Sign up.
Push the donate button.
Donate
Push the donate.
now.
10
Come on,
bucks,
you can do
easy.
it.
Yeah, 33 cents a day.
Okay. You get that. You got your calculator out on
I
that.
know.
didn't
I did. I like numbers. I like to figure it out.
you? Okay, we're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.